Hi everyone, Jim here. Welcome to my channel. Well, I've been enjoying all the Pulp Fest stuff that's videos that have been being released by a few of the guys out there on booktube. Pulp Fest is an event that takes place in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, over a span of 3 days, I think. So it looks like they had a lot of fun. But I want to tell you what I've been reading this month. So August started out a little slow. A little bit of a slump for me coming out of PI July, but I just kind of dived back into reading the Bernie Gunther novels by Philip Kerr. I read the Berlin Noir trilogy, which features the 3 books March Violets, Pale Criminal, and German Requiem. And the first 2 take place in late 1930s Berlin. The third one jumps ahead a few years to 1947 in a bombed-out Berlin. And that one had a very post-apocalyptic feel to it. But throughout, Bernie Gunther kind of retains his scruples. He's a private investigator, and he has there's lines that he won't cross. And which is very evident as the series progresses, but he still manages to get along while still retaining, his values that he holds dear. But he's not without his faults at all, Bernie Gunther. But a fascinating character, fascinating series of books. I have the rest of them as ebooks, and I'm probably just going to keep reading them. I mean, I've started the 4th one. And I'll see how I do with that if I keep reading them. But, right now, I think that was my problem going into August. I just wanted to keep reading these novels. Really, really good. Classic PI stories, but just with, it's not Los Angeles, it's not San Francisco, it's not New York, it's Berlin. Fascist-controlled Berlin. So it was very cool. And then the third novel was actually probably my favorite out of the 3 so far, because in Germany at that time, 1947, the war had just ended, like 2 years earlier, and it was controlled by Germany. Was divided into 4 sectors controlled by the Americans, the British, the French, and the Russians. So you've got that kind of tension going on. So throughout the books, I mean, Bernie's doing PI things. That's what he does. He's a private investigator. It's what he does best because he's an ex-policeman. In the second book, he kind of gets pulled back into being a police officer, although he doesn't stay that way, because being a police officer in Berlin in the late 1930s, he automatically becomes a member of the SS. He kind of sees what's coming. And he doesn't stay as an SS member. He asks for a transfer out. He asks for a transfer to the front. And normally anybody who would do that, they'd get shot in the head as a traitor. But for some reason he lucks out, and he gets sent to the front, and he's not a member of the SS anymore. And he doesn't have to participate in the atrocities that the SS did, with the Jewish people and the concentration camps and all that kind of stuff. And the third novel really deals with that. And he's trying to save an ex-coworker of his, an ex-police officer of his, from being hung for murder. But this coworker of his did stay in the SS. And he did some atrocious things, and the book deals with a lot of this stuff, but fascinating. Such a great series of books, and I'm going to carry on with them. I've downloaded them all to my wife's Kindle, so I've been reading them, believe it or not, as ebooks, and I don't do that. That shows you how much I really enjoy these books that I would be willing to sit there on an e-reader and read them. But yeah, that's what I've been doing with my August. I've got a few books to show you. I got a bit of a book haul here, books that I picked up after my last one video that I put up. But I'll show you a few of them now. I've got a Western, another double Western shorty paperback. That's Don't Cross My Line by Tom West. And there's Contract and Cartridges by Ben Elliott. And these are just lovely paperbacks. This one's not in too bad condition. You know, some of the pages I might have split in the spine there, but I'm always happy to get them and add to my Western collection. This one, after years and years, I finally decided to bite the bullet and order these online. I should have done it ages ago, but I've got a Rockford Files book. This is Devil on My Doorstep. And there's one more in the series called The Green Bottle, and I'm going to probably order that in a couple more weeks. But this is by Stuart M. Kaminsky, who writes the Toby Peters mysteries. And yeah, so this is Jim Rockford. This is based on the TV series, for those who don't know, and it's told in the first person. So I'm really looking forward to reading this. You know, I love the cover. It was covered in stickers. I worked on it yesterday, got a lot of the stickers off, so it's, you know, it's a little better. It's still not the greatest condition, but it's in readable condition, and I'm looking forward to reading it. And I'll let you know how that is. I was just happy to finally get that. I should have got that ages ago. I picked up another one of these Tros novels by Talbot Mundy, by Avon Books. I got one of these quite a while back on a book haul at the thrift store, believe it or not. I got this one, and I found this one at the thrift store as well, so I kind of lucked out. There's a few in this series, but I've got these two, and I'm happy to have them, and I'm going to keep an eye out for the rest. And he was a favorite writer of Robert E. Howard, Talbot Mundy, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to reading those. I got a Peter Chaney novel, and this features his two private detective characters, Lemmy Caution and Sam Callahan. Now, this doesn't actually have a title, which is weird. It just features alternating stories between the two characters. So I'm not too sure. I'm not real sure how it works, but yeah, I've got a couple Peter Cheneys on my shelf that feature his counter-espionage agent, and this is the first one I have with his private eyes. So I thought it was a neat cover by Fontana Books, and yeah, so I'll check those out and see what that's like. And I got a Saint novel. We were talking about the Saint, I think, on a Voxer group I'm in a while back, and I thought, you know, I need to pick up more of these Saint books. I mean, it's not the greatest cover, but it's in really good shape. And this is the Saint on the Spanish Main. And in this one, the Saint meets his match in the Caribbean when he comes up against a beautiful voodoo goddess, buried treasure, and sudden death. So yeah, I thought I'd pick that up. It's in really good shape. It's a McFadden Bartel book, and I need to pick up more of these Saint books. And these next three, I bought two of them at the thrift store, part of a trilogy. Well, there's more to that story. I've got The Crystal Shard by R.A. Salvatore, and I got The Halfling's Gem. And this was initially the first trilogy that started the Forgotten Realms books, along with this one, Streams of Silver. But now they've taken the original trilogy and they've put it in a longer series about the character Drizzt Do'Urden, the Dark Elf. But I had the trilogy years and years ago, and I got rid of it because I read it and I thought it was a little derivative of J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings, and I was always sorry that I got rid of it. So I found those two, and I ordered the Streams of Silver online so that I could have the trilogy again. So those are nice covers, and I'm probably going to reread those sometime very soon, and I'll show you those covers again. These are out of order, but that's Streams of Silver, and this is number 5 in the Legends of Drizzt books series. And this is the Crystal Shard. This is kind of the one that started it all. And then I've got the Halfling's Gem. So those are kind of cool, and I'm glad I was able to get them and order that one online. This next one's kind of cool. I found this at Antique Market just the other day. This is the Paper Pistol Contract by Philip Attlee. This is a Joe Gall novel of counter-espionage. And I've heard of the Joe Gall character. I've never read him before, so I'm kind of looking forward to reading that one. This is a Fawcett Gold Medal book. Okay, it says, meet Joe Gall, the Nullifier. He kills by special contract only. In the great grim game of espionage, he is the master freelance counter-spy, the cold deck artist, the enforcer, the ruthless takeout man who stops at nothing. The paper pistol contract. So that looks very cool. And then I got another Man from U.N.C.L.E. book, number 16. This is The Splintered Sunglasses Affair by Peter Leslie. So I've only got a very few of these to get now, and I've got the complete series of Man from U.N.C.L.E. So they're always good to find out in the wild, and that's an ace paperback. And I found Saint Mystery Magazine. I've never seen these anywhere. I knew of them, but I've never seen one anywhere. So I saw this, and I picked it up. And it's got a few good writers in here, good stories. It's got Riddle of the Black Spade, a new Hildegard Withers story by Stuart Palmer. And it's got a story by Craig Rice and Bruno Fisher, E. Phillips Oppenheim, and a Saint story by Leslie Charteris, Vendetta for the Saint. So these are cool. I love these digests, these mystery magazines, like the Mike Shane ones in Manhunt and Pursuit, and the Shel Scott Mystery Magazine. These are just very cool, and I love finding them out in the wild, so I picked that one up. And a couple more. Got one of the Titan books, Sherlock Holmes, The Red Tower by Mark Latham. And these are always good, and I try to pick these up when I can. These are just nice volumes to have. And I got Shel Scott hardcover by Richard S. Prather, The Amber Effect, and this is a Tor hardcover. So that's just a great cover. You know, these are very cool. I got a lot of Shel Scott paperbacks, so I was happy to find that. But yeah. I just wanted to update everybody on what's been going on with me. I know I hadn't put a video up for a few days anyway. I've just been enjoying all the Pulp Fest stuff that's been going up, all the videos. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to leave it at that, and I'm going to talk to you again very soon. Until next time, take care and keep reading.